Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamija and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
Yes, my name is Naveen Arora.
Address you.
You can call me by my first name, Naveen.
Where you come from, Naveen?
I belong to Fatehabad.
Now, few questions will be based on farming. Have you visited the farm?
Yes, many of the time I have visited farm. I'm a landlord. I belong to a landlord family, so I visit a lot.
What kind of farm do you like?
Uh, Farm growing land, I would say uh, we grow rice, wheat, and many more. Sometimes we grow vegetables as well. So I like each and everything.
Do you think farming is important?
Yes, this is the dire need of society. Everyone need food. Without farming, we cannot get food.
Okay. Did you go to farm work when you were young?
Yes, ever and anon, my father used to take me along with him to the farm, and I helped my father sometime in the farm. So I can say I have done work in farmland many of the
In your
time.
childhood also, you
Yeah,
can
in
say.
my
Okay, now few questions will be based on stages of life. Do you enjoy your current stage of life?
yes, indeed, I'm enjoying my current stage of life, but I'm the kind of person who enjoy each and every moment of life.
In what age of your life were you the happiest?
Yeah, as I earlier said, uh, I would say when I turn to the young age, as soon as my teenage got over, I was the most happiest because on that time I made some new friends and I was quite happy on that time.
Which stage of your life do you think is the most important?
Mm, the phase I would say I'll enjoy as when I'll get married. The married life is more important in one's life. So this stage of life is very important in one's life.
Okay. What's your plan for your next stage of life?
Mm, I'm planning to have uh, what can I say? Yes, I'm planning to have two or three children in my life and a big house for them.
Mm-hmm.
This is the plan of my life, and to be happy as well. Because when we have children in our house, so we are happy by playing with them. All the tension and burden removed by playing with the children.
Now few questions will be based on picnic. Did you go on picnic when you were a child?
Yes, when I was in my school on that time, I have been to the many picnics, but no longer now. These days, I don't go for picnics because I am busy in my studies.
How often you go on a picnic now?
Uh, Once in a blue moon, I would say, I go for picnic with my friends. Mm, Last time I went to a canal where we did some fun and frolic with friends. I made some food there, some dishes there.
Okay. Where do
Okay.
you go on a picnic?
Mm, Number of places are there where I can go for the picnic and like some water parks, PVRs, and the bank of canals,
Okay.
these type of things.
Now few questions will be based on foreign food. Have you ever tried foreign food?
Yes, as I have visited many of the countries, so I have tried the food of each and every country that I have visited.
Okay. Do you like to try new food?
Yes, now I'm planning to try the Japanese food and Thai food as well because I have heard many of the time that Thai food is delicious and yummy. Japanese as well.
Mhm. What kind of new food have you tried recently?
Mm, Recently, I tried the South Indian dish named uh, idli. Idli I tried, and earlier I used to think it is not as good as I tried. So as soon as I had it, it was awesome. Still, my mouth is watering. I feel like having it again if I get a chance.
This is end of the part one.
Okay.
Now I'm going to ask a cue card and few questions. I'm giving you 1 minute to plan your answer.
Okay.
Thank you. This is end of the part one. Now I'm going to ask a cue card. I'll be giving you 1 minute to plan your answer, and you will
Okay.
have to speak at least for 2 minutes. This is a cue card, and you will have to speak at least for 2 minutes. And I'm giving paper and pencil. If you wish to make notes, you can.
Yeah. As we all know that science and technology is improving by leaps and bounds, and we see number of invention of science in our day-to-day life, which help us to make our life much more convenient. So there is an area of science in which I would like to know more. That is a robotic science, and as we know, earlier people had to do number of people have to do more work to make any work, but now by the help of science and technology, the work of thousands of people has been done by the single machine. Like uh, uh, to make a car or a bike, people earlier people had to make this, but now robots can make the cars, they can paint the car, they can fix each and everything in the cars. So one day I was watching a movie named Robot, uh, played by Rajnikant sir. So I became very much interested by watching that movie, that a robot was doing each and every work. So he was quite flexible to do, to make the food at home, to work in office, to qualify the medical studies as well, because each and everything was planned. And I started to get some more information about the robots from the internet. And I watched, I think, more than 200 videos related to the robots. And I know that uh, in the next 10 years, all the things uh, will be done by the robots. Robots will take place of human beings, like in the schools, colleges, in the banks, uh, and in the factories as well. Computers are doing People are doing work on computers are making number of works easy. So these all the things are machines. And so in the next 10 years I can say more on this topic, that
So you are highly
yeah,
interested.
interested in the robotic science.
Great. Thank you. This is end of the cue card. Now I'm going to ask some follow-up questions which will be based in the cue card. Why do some children do not learn science at school?
Yeah, studying science subject is not a cup of tea for everyone. So there are number of formulas that they have to remember and they have to learn. So that's why they don't want to study the science subject. As soon as they complete their secondary education, they leave the science subject.
And don't you think that some students they find it quite difficult, the area of science like biology, chemistry, physics?
Yes, indeed, these are quite difficult subjects and not a cakewalk.
Why some children not like science? Some other reasons. Can you define some other reasons why some children don't like it?
Yeah, a number of students do not like the science. Some other reasons can be they are not interested in it. They can have the interest in other things that they want to do, like music, arts, sports, and many more.
Which science subject is the most important for children to learn?
Which science subject I can say? Mm, there would be the. I don't have a particular answer about the subject of science because I am not the student of science. So science is a subject I have studied it till the 10th standard. So I don't have a particular answer for this question.
Okay. How do you get to know about scientific news?
As we know that internet has grown boon for humankind, so I get knowledge from the internet, and I can get the knowledge of every nook and corner by using the internet.
So internet is the only source which provides the news about scientific
No,
researches.
news channels are there. They also give us, and many of the books are there that I can read. Yeah.
Do you think that newspaper is also playing a great role or is contributing a lot in
Yes, by reading newspaper, but most of the people these days are not interested or not in the habit of reading newspaper. They just rely on internet and get knowledge or news from the internet in which they are interested only.
According to you, what's the best invention in the past 100 years?
The best invention in the past 100 years, I would say, the air conditioner. According to India, I can say that because India is a country where the summer season is quite long. So, by the air conditioner, people can get relief from the hot weather.
If we do not categorize with the country, so what is the popular invention or what is the best invention
Yeah,
in
the
the
best
country?
invention of science is aircraft. Aeroplanes are the greatest invention of science, I would say, because by it we can visit the every country, each and every country we like.
Okay. What can individual do for scientific research?
Individual can give their helping hand to the scientists who are helping. So that's all. They can motivate the scientists too.
Okay, what other things they can do? What other things individuals can do for scientific
I don't
research?
think so. There is any responsibility of individual to do the scientific research. This is the responsibility of a country, leaders, and the scientists.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Naveen. Thank you so much. This is the end of the test. Thank you. Hey everyone, this is time to give the feedback for Naveen's interview. Recently, he appeared in the final examination of IELTS, where in the speaking part he got overall 6.5 band. And on this interview, I would like to give him same 6.5 band score due to some reasons. So, what's my feedback for his interview? First of all, if I talk about his fluency and coherence, he had good ideas, but fluency he was not able to manage appropriately, where he was using lots of fillers while speaking, like or he was using some signpost. Let me think. What can I say? This is the good part. If you are having fillers like so it is advisable, it is always suggested that use signposts rather than going for the fillers. Though he used some signposts while speaking, but he was using more and more fillers. So because of this, he was taking many pauses. So fluency and coherence wise, he needs to work a lot over here on this criteria. Secondly, I talk about lexical resource. He had good lexical resource. The word choice, it was really ultimate. In the first part and the last part, he did great. But in the second part, in the cue card, still he needs to work over that area too. In the grammatical range and accuracy, he was quite conscious while answering. He was thinking and answering. So he was bit accurate as per the grammar, range and accuracy. And if I talk about last part, pronunciation, it's really an average part. He needs to work over on pronunciation part too, but overall it was good. So if you guys are preparing for IELTS and you are having such problem, especially you are using a lot of filler, then you cannot expect more than 6.5 band. Instead of using filler, just go for the signpost or do practice a lot for this. You just need to understand about the speaking part. You need to listen the native speaker or native level speaker so that you can improve your fluency and coherence part. Thank you so much.